Welcome back to another episode of Super Talk Bros. I'm your host, Useless, the Rat, Von Doom, Eustace. Yes. We've got a couple people here today. We've got the co-host, and we have a special guest, which isn't really special anymore because he's been on like 4 episodes now.
Again, I've been on
Go ahead
4
and,
times.
Introduce yourself, special guest.
TK, a.k.a. Thumper. That is my
That is the
official
podcast
nickname.
name, yeah. And then me, producer, big brother, Toby.
Yeah, crowd goes wild.
Is that him?
Oh my God, it's him! Sign my titties.
I want to suck his cock.
I need his phone number. Ladies, settle the fuck down.
I'm a married man.
I'm a one dog man. I've got one beautiful dog. That's all I need right now.
Man, me and Kirby are going on strong right now.
Did you say Kirby?
Yeah, you know, he's a pink little guy. And
Yeah, but that's not my dog's name.
He doesn't.
Okay. Anyways,
But you would you like a Kirby though? Low
What?
key.
Like the character?
Yeah.
I mean, I'd fucking take Kirby.
We all know what you're gonna do with it, you dumbass.
I know, like you're just gonna fuck it.
I think
Bro.
it's gonna be fucking pink.
You know
and
what?
deflated by the time
You know
I'm
what?
done with it.
Because Kirby sucks in people and then he has their abilities, right?
He would fucking want to kill himself.
He'd be suicidal if he fucking sucked you in. Or yeah, dummy. Okay, so what are we talking about today? There,
I mean,
Buster Brown.
yeah.
You said something about kids. We've been talking about kids a lot. Your kid's getting fat and big.
He's a big fucking oof. He is 5 months today.
Oh,
He's been bouncing a lot in his bouncer, you know, just doing dumb little fat kid shit. You know, he's been slobbering, and you know, kids are pretty crazy. Micah,
What makes it crazy?
yeah. What makes it crazy?
Because you're over here
because he's mine and he's fucking crazy, just like me.
and he's a nut.
He is
Likes to scream.
He does like to scream. He likes to yell and fucking. He's been recently just making noise to make noise. Like it's not even like a.
He's
Like a
mimicking
cry.
you.
Yeah, he's
Yeah, because
You make noise all the time, so he's making noise back at you. That's what they do. That's how they learn like what communicating is.
he's gonna be the concert baby for metal like him.
I definitely intend when he gets old enough to take him to a concert.
Deadass. Well, anyway, what is your question, brother?
Micah, do you want kids?
No.
See, this topic would have been nice if there was more to add.
Okay,
other than-
fine. I'll tell you this one. I do want kids. It's just
He doesn't want to birth them.
yes, I don't.
Well, that's good news because you're not.
Good news. I got good news for you, man. It's looking up. You know?
No, but like for real. I just like I already had names for these like for my future kids.
What's
Let's
the name?
hear them. I got names
Oh crap. Okay, so I always wanted twins, but one is a boy, one is a girl. It's a very rare chance.
too. Wow, you're really optimistic.
yeah, I know. But this is hypothetical if I'm having kids, whatever.
Man, you're gonna get twins, but they're gonna be fucking conjoined. So you gotta like conjoin their name.
Good thing is too is that my family
Not how that works. You can have two
my
different
family
names.
my family is into twins and I should be the first. If I get kids, I should have twins. But anyway, besides the point, I want to name a boy Legend. I feel like that would be an awesome name. I always wanted it. And then
I can
the
see
girl
it in your
name
eyes.
the girl name is going to be Ocean.
Legend.
Legend and Ocean.
Okay.
Is it gonna be spelled like legend or something like that, or is it just straight up legend?
No, it's just Legend. I think Legend. I think I could tweak it like later on, but like honestly, I just said
Yeah, your name's Legend for the like first 4 years of your life, but like as soon as you turn 5, Legend.
Legend. No, we go to different countries and we say it in different languages.
At this point, I feel like you should just open a dictionary and just flip through the pages and be like, "Stop!" and then point at one of the words.
Fucking onomatopoeia, get in your goddamn room.
Shoebox, pick up your shoes.
For real though, honestly.
I don't know why I was gonna say something else, but I just can't think of anything else in a dictionary.
If I would have had kids of my own blood and where I was picking names, I always wanted to do Edward Brock for a boy, so I have a little Eddie Brock. And then for a girl, I wanted to do Gwen Stacy.
I think you've told me that before too.
I like those names.
Hey, yo.
Or Sierra.
Oh,
that the
Actually,
only-
the shirt that I'm wearing, which I know the listeners can't see, I'm wearing a band called Cursive. They have a song called Sierra. Makes me want to cry.
Are you sure it's not going to be Norma Jean?
Sierra. Dinka, 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 Sierra.
sounds like the Boondocks. Sarah, smile.
So yeah, I mean, I've got a couple of names that I like that I would have picked, but I don't at this point. I've got my kids, which are not my blood, but they are my kids, and I'm good with that.
Fair enough.
Do you plan on having more?
Me? Yes, I'm very optimistic. I want a girl.
Oh,
I want a girl.
With Sarah?
Yeah.
I'm just kidding. That's a terrible.
That-
I'm not
that's
gonna
fine.
advance on that joke. I'm not gonna get beat up. You know,
She would kick your ass.
Yes.
I'm gonna be like sleeping one night, and she's gonna be like, "What the fuck?"
I listened to the podcast. You said you didn't want to have a baby with me.
Yeah, I think if I would have a girl, I would want to name her Freya Rose.
Will you honor me and name her Toby?
There is no Toby.
Oh.
There's only Zool.
No, Colton. But for real, I have a real question. Are you
What?
gonna keep banging and then
Am I gonna
keep banging until you get a girl?
Well, I'm definitely not gonna stay strapped.
Because I seen every time I hear the story, they're like, oh, I always want a girl, and then they bang like 5 times and then get 5 kids and then don't have a girl, and then the final bang they get a girl,
Yeah.
and then now they're stuck with 6 kids taking
So-
care of them.
That is some people's luck sometimes. They'll be like, yeah, I want a girl. Has kid, boy. Has kid, boy.
Boy.
Has kid, boy. All right, we're done having kids. Has another kid, girl.
Dead ass.
Well, if you look at our mother, she had 2 boys. So you've had 1 boy. I mean, just looking at odds, like my dad, which is not your dad, but like my dad had 2 boys before he had 2 girls.
Fair enough. I don't actually know if my biological father was, because I know there's a bunch of other kids in that family. I don't know if they're like, because I haven't talked to them in a while. There are, I think there's 4 girls, and 2 boys, but I don't know if they're biologically his or not.
Right.
But I don't know if I'll have that kind of luck. But I want a girl. I want a girl really bad. I want a girl in a few years, though.
So that's what I was about to say. I wouldn't space them out as much as you and I are spaced out. What do we got, a 14-year difference or something like that?
I'd probably say like
I'd say 2 or 3 years.
2 or 3. I would say 5 at the most, but even then it's pushing it,
Yeah. I mean, it's nice to have one kid in, school. That way you're only dealing with one, like, baby. But,
I don't know. I just read it like I want a girl, and I want to name her Freya Rose. It was originally Taya Rose, and then she was like, I want to name her after God of War characters. And I'm like, okay. She was like, we should name our kid Atreus. And I'm just like, that's a cool name, but that's
or
cheesy.
just name him Boy.
Boy. Yeah, that's what.
Boy. I was just talking to Gibson about that the other day. For like 2-3 weeks, that's all I would say to him is, boy, let's go eat.
That would be horrible. Just name your kid boy.
Boy.
Okay, all right,
But,
Toby,
yeah.
what do you think the appropriate age to have kids is? And these kids are never really planned.
There's no good answer for that, but it depends on like what you're trying to do in life. Like if you were trying to go to college right now, I would have told you to wait. It's just one of those things. Like everyone always tells me, because I'm 35, like you could still have kids, and yeah, I certainly could. But I've got a 14-year-old at this point. I don't want to start from square one again. And when I wanted to have kids, I wanted to have someone that would grow up with Gibson, and and that way he had a connection with them. At this point, if I was dating someone and I had a kid, Gibson's not going to give 2 shits about this other kid, and I would want that to feel like his brother or sister. So that's
Fair
why
enough.
at this point, like, unless it's someone that's really special that comes into my life, like, I don't see it happening now.
I get it.
And it sucks because I love kids, and I wanted blood dodoesn't make a kid yours. I mean,
Exactly.
it does, but, like, my dad doesn't know his real dad. He was raised by another man, like that he considers his father. And I've always tried to embrace that, like, and like I've had stepmoms my entire life, and they raised me like I was their own. Sometimes it didn't feel like it because brothers and sisters seem to get treated better because that's their actual kids. But
Yeah.
that's a different story.
Yeah.
I honestly want to
Chime in.
put that out there. The stepbrother and stepsister stuff. You know how like when your family, the families separate and stuff. I hate that when you have like a stepbrother and they're in that different family, of course.
Don't you hate when your stepsister gets stuck and you're just like,
Oh,
I gotta help you,
No.
you fucking idiot.
bro!
Oh shit! It slipped down. Okay.
You know, it's funny. I hear that meme all the time, and I'm already sick of it. But I don't know. I feel like if you have other stepbrothers and sisters, that you should actually keep in touch with them. But there is those times it's like, oh, well, you're not always there. I mean, you can't support them. So I hate that,
So-
honestly.
I've got one. Well, if you count mom's side, but I always forget about our stepbrothers and
Yeah.
and sisters on my mom's side. But like on my dad's side, because I didn't grow up with them.
Right.
Like, so I always forget. I'm always, when I start saying, oh yeah, I got a stepbrother, and I'm like, actually, I've got,
Like 20 stepbrothers.
yeah, I've got a bunch of stepbrothers and
How was-
stepsisters.
How was Christmas? You just get there and like, oh shit, hey, so and so, I forgot you existed. You know.
Well, no. It's just that, like, I don't think of Mike's kids usually. Like,
Yeah,
it
that's fair.
kind of, because again, I didn't grow up in that house, and you kind of grew up more around them,
Yeah.
so I can see why you've got a closer relationship to them. But usually, I think of my stepbrother DJ Daryl, and that's the only one I think of. But I don't usually call him my stepbrother, but I have to when I'm trying to explain my crazy family tree, because on my dad's side, I've got a stepbrother, I've got a half brother, I've got two half sisters, but they're only half sister to each other. And then Colton's a half brother, and I've got other stepbrothers and sisters. So it's hard. So I always have to like assign everyone to be like, you know, this is.
But here's the thing: even the fact that we share the same mom and two different dads, it doesn't make us any less brother and family. Same thing with the kid.
I mean, it
thing,
makes
like,
us half.
I mean, it makes us half.
And that's
fucking,
still too fucking much.
Fuck you, piece of shit. That's why. Fucking fuck you. He was gonna cry.
You need to try, honestly.
yeah.
That was totally horrible.
Yep.
But anyway, Toby, I got a question for you.
All right, what's
Since we're
up?
talking about family,
Family.
do you think? Do you like me? Do you a
I
part
do
of?
like you. You're all right.
Well, okay, I know that.
He's about to ask
Do
you.
you think I'm part
are
of
we
the family?
Are we gonna fuck?
Hey, yo.
He's about to be like, "Are you my brother, man?"
Are you my stepbrother now?
Let me help you there with your
Hey,
third
re-
leg.
Reach over there real quick, stepbrother.
No.
Reach down there between the couch.
I don't want to
Oh.
look. I don't want to look
I
back.
can't find the remote. oh.
Oh no!
Oh no!
Oh look, I'm stuck in this position, stepbro.
Oh no, my joints have frozen. Oh my god, would you believe that? Oh, put it in me. Put it in me right now.
You want to fuck me? Shut
Like
up.
it's so fucking hot.
No.
I mean,
shut up.
are you? Do you feel like this is a little family right now?
Hell yeah. This is probably the best. Like, compared to my family, I think I treat y'all as more as family because I never actually, like, get to hang out like y'all. Like, I never hang out with people like this, honestly.
I definitely look at you like Toby looks at me. Oh, you fucking piece of shit. And you make me mad. You're fucking annoying. But I love you. You know, you're a bitch, but I love you. You know.
I mean, yeah. I mean, I make fun of you guys quite a bit, so I am fulfilling the big brother role. In this household.
I
no,
agree.
you know what? Fuck you for two reasons. I'm traumatized in Walmart now. You know, the other day I went in there without you and I was like, I kept looking behind me like, oh shit.
So this is off topic of the kids situation, but yeah, I fuck with you at Walmart, so you'll hurry the fuck up because I know you don't want me jacking with you because you're so incredibly goddamn slow.
Yeah, mama.
On top of that, we've been.
Let's just call this family. Like I don't want. I have nothing more to say about kids because I don't know what else to say. You know, like
Well-
I have a kid. That's. I
Well,
don't,
here, I got a special guest from the future.
Oh, yeah. Let's
This
do that.
here, let's welcome your child, Damien.
Hey, yo.
Hello. Hi, Daddy.
What's up, kiddo?
Hey, I got questions.
Oh, okay.
First off, how old do I sound?
35.
I'm not 35. How old do I sound, Daddy?
6. We're going with 6.
I'm 6. What'd you get me for my 6th birthday?
Are we genuinely talking here?
Game system. Game system.
Fucking
I'm
PS4.
6 years old. What did you buy me for my birthday?
It hasn't happened yet, but I'm gonna go ahead and say about you. What do you want for your 6th birthday?
A pony.
No. You're gonna have to ask your mother when she gets home.
But Dad.
No.
Cringe.
Okay, so Daddy, Father, I have other questions.
Okay, so all jokes aside, it's kind of weird for Toby to call me Daddy through a voice changer. I'm not gonna lie to you.
What do you mean, Toby? Not
Okay,
this is
okay,
Uncle
Damien.
Toby.
Okay, Damien. Okay, what is your question?
So, why do girls don't have a pee-pee? There's no pee-pee there.
They say you do have a PP.
They're
It's just
cold-hearted
not the-
bitches, and it froze off in the womb.
What's a womb?
Where you come from? It's a magical planet on planet Bitch Assists where women come from.
Daddy, do you have a nipple?
I indeed do have a nipple. Here, look, right here, right above my my belly button.
Don't.
Why is your nipple above your belly button? That don't make no sense. I'm 6 and I know this.
Well, your dad's a little stupid.
How many nipples do you have?
2.
You should know this.
I'm 6. Shut up. Daddy,
What?
This is
why can't I eat ice cream for dinner?
It's not healthy.
roleplay is shit.
Blech. I throwed up. Can we clean
You're
it
getting your
up?
ass
I feel like I'm in a nightmare sequence right now.
whooped. Yeah, you are. Nightmare fuel, bro.
This is the
Daddy.
mission.
Daddy.
Why was Mommy and the mailman yelling in the room?
Because that's your father.
Oh. Dad,
What, Damien?
why do you have ugly drawings on your arms?
Because Daddy made poor decisions when he was 21 years old.
Dad, why do you always watch the naked people playing?
No.
on your phone?
It's go to your room.
Why?
Go to your room.
I didn't do
Go to your room.
But
Go to your room.
Dad,
Go to your room or you're
But
grounded.
Dad.
You're grounded.
but Dad,
You are grounded.
Dad,
What?
what is anal mean?
Oh, Toby.
You're gonna have to tell this to your kid one day.
Go to your room.
Listen, these are things that are gonna happen.
I know.
literally.
You know what? Let me hold on. I'm gonna tell you some of the stuff that Gibson has asked now.
Oh my! No way.
Call out Gibson real quick. Just fucking.
Hey, Dad,
What?
what does horny mean?
Oh no way. That's funny.
Now, what's your response?
I don't know. I
What's
don't
your
fucking know. It's the fucking a tendency that I don't know how to answer that. Fucking.
I would easily say it's when you're built up and you want to have sex.
Okay, keep in mind you're talking to a 6-year-old.
I mean, they're gonna have
Let's
to.
say that let's see. Gibson asked me that when he was probably 11.
11.
11 or
Okay,
12.
okay. That
He heard it on a movie or the TV or something.
And what did you tell him?
yeah, real shit.
Well, I have an open door policy with him. So I felt at 12, he was already getting at the age to where he was understanding what he's watching on TV. And I told him very early on, at around 11 or 12, ask me whatever you want. Like, I'm not going to be happy about answering some of these questions because they're really hard to, because they're adult situations. But I would rather him find out the right way,
Right.
or not be made fun of at school or whatever.
Get that teacher talk.
Well, that's the
On the
thing.
side
Like
of
certain teachers nowadays, they're Nobody wants to teach the birds and the bees.
No,
Nobody does.
It's tough. But I have had that talk with Gibson, and Gibson's had sex ed classes at school, so that's another reason I thought it was okay and appropriate. So I told him, like, when he asked what was horny, I can tell you what show. We were watching the MODOK show on Hulu, and I don't remember what the episode's about, but MODOK has stolen something from someone, and they're trying to get it back from him, and he throws, it's like a crystal or something, and he goes, "Here's the crystal you're so horny for," and he throws it back at her. And he looked at me and he goes, "What does horny mean?" And I was like, "Well, horny is it's a sex thing, but it's like something that's turned you on a lot, and like you really want to have sex with it, or like it's something that you really want, you desire it." And he goes, "Oh, okay." So I've always been very like
direct, and
and I feel like that's better than being like,
you'll learn about when
your dad, ask your mom.
You'll learn about it when you're older.
Well, yeah, because right now we live in such a different time period than I did when I was a kid. Like, I know what I knew when I was 12 or 13.
Right.
So, like, I can only imagine he knows more before that.
Yeah, and because, like, not to trash on this new generation, but everything's funny. Sex is funny, death is funny, and it's like, I'm not younger in this generation, but I assume that might lead to a lot of trauma. And it's nice to just, be able to ask these questions without finding them online.
I agree.
With how I raise my kids, I don't try to judge. I try to push whatever they're into at the moment. I push it hard. Like, Gibson has been into yo-yos. We bought yo-yos, really nice yo-yos. We got super into it. He didn't like it. We gave up on it.
Yeah, like there's been a lot of times where I've come over and I'm like, "Oh, what are y'all doing? Oh, we're painting. Oh, cool.
Painting, drawing, art." One time he was like, "I want to learn how to do balloon animals." So we bought a bunch of balloon animal bullshit.
I think that was shortly after we moved in, right?
No, that was before. I just had found the leftover balloon animals. Right now his thing is magic. So
I made a snake out of those balloon animals.
Sorry.
Snake, shut up. Anyways, so what I'm saying is, like, I've always pushed whatever he's interested in, I push. He's told me a couple times he wants to play drums. Yeah. I know a guy that plays drums who teaches people how to play drums. That I told him, like, "You want to play drums? You let me know. I'll pay him, get you lessons, and we'll get you a real drum set, not an electronic one. We'll go for it." Because I want him to do whatever his heart desires. So that's one thing. And then just being open and like, if you have questions, don't be afraid to ask. Because when you put that stigma, this is just how I feel. I mean, this could be completely wrong and I may be fucking up my kid. Yeah. But like, when there's that stigma of, "Oh, I can't talk to my parents about this."
And you know what? I'll add to this here in a second. Go ahead.
Well, I was just going to say, like, when you feel like you can't talk to your parents, it makes things awkward.
And you know what? Look, I'm not going to say my mom did a horrible job, but there are some definitely a lot of things that she's still learning how to do,
Yeah.
And here's the thing. Like,
you're never going to be a professional at raising kids.
No, it's going to be like that.
Mom is, she's raised a 35-year-old and a 21-year-old twat.
Mm-hmm.
She messed up. You're going to mess up. I mess up all the time. Sometimes you're going to yell too loud. Sometimes you're going to be irrational about something stupid. I snapped at Gib the other day. Oh, when he woke, he actually, he did throw up the other day. And he was like, "I don't know how to clean it up." So he woke me up at like 2:00 in the morning and I was so grumpy, and I didn't mean to be. It was just, I'm not a good morning person. And like, I got up, I was grumpy, I cleaned everything and got him, situated so he could go back to sleep, and I went back to sleep. When I woke up the next morning, I realized, like, I think I was a dick. And I went and talked to him. And I think that's the other thing. You should talk to your kids and be like, "Look, how I acted wasn't right." And I was like, and I told him, like, I was probably still asleep, like, and just being grumpy. "I'm sorry." And he goes, "No, it's fine." Like, but you got to let him know, like, you didn't... You weren't mad at him. You were just frustrated because, like, it was 3:00 in the morning. And so you need to, like, I do think that's, you're going to yell. You're going to yell and you're going to be too aggressive sometimes. And you just need to own your mistakes. and you know,
So something I've learned as a new parent. I mean, I'm not going to be like, oh, I'm not a parent. It's only 5 months. But here's the thing: I've learned nobody. It does not matter if you're financially ready. It does not matter if you're mentally ready. It does not matter if you've had 100 kids in your life. You were never ready to have a kid.
no.
And I mean that very, very simply. You know, like
And honestly.
Hold on. I mean that very simply and honestly. Fuck you. Nobody is ready to wake up at 2 a.m. I straight up told fucking Bunny that I got this in the bag. I got this in the bag. And the first day he came home, I was like, holy shit, this is not at all what I thought this was going to be. Like, our mom is still learning things. And we had this conversation not too long ago. Like, I'm not going to sit here and say that she did the fucking utmost greatest job. There are things that I wish I could go back and be like, hey, but I was young. I didn't understand these things. And now that I'm older, I can look back and be like, okay, there were mistakes made, but she learned from those, you know, like.
Well, and there's other things that like you don't see as a child because like you're a child. You don't understand the hardships of being an adult and a parent, someone that's going to work, someone that's trying to be happy, just being alive, like, you know, day to day. You know, it's really, really tough to be an adult. So like there's certain things like I remember being younger and I had a dog named Shasta.
Actually, wasn't it an Australian Shepherd?
She was like a Rottweiler. She was mixed. I can't remember. Rottweiler or something. Anyways, I love that dog. And I just, as a kid, you watch like movies and stuff. And I was always like, I want to take my dog to the park. I want to play at the park and take her with me. Because that's, you know, you see it in movies and TV shows and stuff. And I remember asking Mom to do that so many times. And she's like, yeah, maybe tomorrow. And then tomorrow comes and, yeah, maybe this weekend. Then this weekend comes, maybe next week. And like, when you're younger, you're like,
what the fuck? You said I could do it. You know, yeah.
But as an adult, I get like, you're tired. You came home. You had a bad day. Maybe you're bummed out because you had a $900 heater bill.
Right.
Our heater went out and I just had a $900 bill.
And here's the thing. You can always be better than your parents. And I know that sounds like such a shitty thing to say.
No, that's a good thing. That like, look, I think my mom and my dad did a good job raising me. I don't think they did anything negative, but I want to be better than them.
Exactly.
I want to be more supportive. And Mom was very supportive. My dad was a little weird because he wanted me to be a certain way.
Yeah.
But like, I want to be more supportive than they were ever for me. And that's not a negative. That's just like, you want to do better.
And you know what? Saying this now, it's like things were different 20 years ago. Things were different 35 years ago. You know, like, and it may sound shitty. Like when I come home from work and I'm like, oh, I'm just fucking tired. And Damien is like, hey, can we color together? Yeah, we can color together. You know, because I never got that luxury as a kid. Mom would come home at 4 a.m. or leave. Like I can't remember if she worked nights at some point, but there was never time.
Well, and she
slept
was single.
all day.
She was a single mom for the majority of you, so.
But I just know that it would really bum me out when I'm like, hey, can we do this? And she's like, no, I'm tired. And because like I've been told 100 times, and even more, you know, he's watching movies with him while he's just sitting in my lap. Oh, it seems boring. It seems lame, but I'll never get that again.
No,
you know
won't.
what I mean? And like, because one day he's going to be 14 and wanting to talk about boobies and go skating or whatever fucking is.
Yeah, like
hip in 15 years.
right now, Gibson wants to just walk around town.
Mm-hmm.
He's starting to like branch out and become his own person, and he's trying to figure that stuff out. And you have to let them do that. If you look, you don't have to be like, yeah, go smoke pot and rob a store, but you want to raise them right, but you need to let them have their own individual like. They need to learn. They need to, you know, I was a skater. I was on the streets all the time, busting my ass, you know,
I definitely hung out with the wrong crowd, and there's some things I got into that I probably shouldn't have at the time.
Micah.
Yep, same. Yep.
Oh, I was saying that,
That
he
was
hung
a-
out with you.
That was a sex joke, Micah.
Yeah, fuck you.
I was just saying that you were the wrong crowd to hang out with.
Actually, no. He's actually the. Don't take offense to this. You were definitely the most small-brained person I've hung out with.
Well,
What
guess
does that mean?
That means he.
I am a creative motherfucker.
That means
fuck you.
he is okay with sitting in a room by alone. No, he is okay with sitting in a dark room with me and talking about nothing.
Literally.
I used to hang out with fucking gangbanger wannabes that wanted to fucking shoot guns off into the fucking air and,
See, that's
fucking rob cars and shit.
I see.
Even though those were good times.
They were very good times.
But when I used to go out to his old job, we had so many fucking adventures. I'm not even
Be
joking.
very careful what you say.
Oh, okay. I know.
Allegedly.
I'm keeping it low key. I would always go up to his job and be like, "Yo, I always help you out." Literally saved 2 people. Got fucked up with lean, other stuff, and it was just fun. It was good in moments, but low key, sitting down today.
Uncle Thumper?
Oh my God, no!
Uncle Thumper.
He is not calling me that.
He is calling you Uncle
No, he's
Thumper.
not calling me
Uncle
Uncle.
Thumpy.
I will slap that kid across the room. I swear.
Hey, that's child abuse. Hey, Uncle
And?
Thumpy. What did you and my daddy used to do?
Oh my God!
You have to answer it to him. He's asking you right now. Answer that
This
question.
is I heard
Okay.
Uncle Toby say this is an open house policy.
Oh yeah.
Yes,
I
yes, Damien. It is an open house. Hold on, wait, hold on. It is an open house policy. Damien, you can ask him anything you want, and he has to answer it right now.
Uncle Thumpy.
Go ahead.
Um,
Yes. Go ahead.
Uncle Thumpy.
Yes, Damien. I'm staring you in the eyes.
I don't even know the question. Did you and Daddy do drugs?
Yes, we did.
No, wait, hold on a minute. What fucking drugs did we do? I know we've smoked weed a couple times together.
Yeah, I
and fucking
know.
gotten drunk off our ass.
Allegedly,
Allegedly,
Daddy.
allegedly.
Jesus Christ.
Yes, we did. We did a lot of things together. Not sex.
Have you ever seen Daddy's pee-pee?
Yes.
I have.
Bro, that thing is a... Bro, if I had a word...
No, wait, not on there. Not on there. I don't want our fucking patron.
Yes, maybe the open door policy is not for the kids here.
Fucking, dude, the bolts are off. The whole door is off at this point. It's not open halfway. The fucking door is off, dog. We're good.
Don't tell my 6-year-old ears about my dad's dick, please.
Yeah, let's end this right here.
Bro.
What is lean? Damien asked what fucking lean was. What is lean?
Oh.
Did I? I didn't know.
No, he didn't. He didn't. He
Okay,
just changed
Uncle
it.
Thumper, what is lean?
Oh, lean.
What is methamphetamine?
It's not for you to try.
Uncle Thumper.
It's
What's a whore?
Your mother. No, I'm so kidding.
Oh
Allegedly.
my God. Bro.
So
don't hurt me.
Daddy likes whores?
No,
Daddy loves.
yeah, he gets. Yeah, apparently he gets him off the street.
Okay, that's enough. That's enough.
Okay.
Daddy,
Okay.
what's a good price for a whore?
How do you know it's a prize, yo?
You know what? Look, I'd be okay with adding Damien into this fucking podcast just in random times. This is super funny.
Yeah, actually, I'll actually enjoy it. But
Daddy, how much is a gram?
$10.
$10. Or if you get that good
Or 60.
kush,
Allegedly.
Or 60.
or 60.
Allegedly.
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 Daddy, what is smoking meth like?
I've actually never smoked meth, genuinely.
I heard it
That
makes
was
you
just a
fast.
Okay, anyways, moving on.
Moving
I'm
on.
sorry, I interrupted what you were saying a minute ago.
Oh, I was gonna say, speaking of
I mean,
family-
Damien interrupted you.
Oh
Damien,
yeah,
yeah,
you're right,
Damien.
you're right. I was gonna say though, we were talking about the gas station. Yeah, the gas station was awesome. Blah blah blah. Anyway, it was great at times, but you don't really get those times like you used to.
Okay, listen, I got a
And
question.
I gotta say, anything you can, at least try something once in your life. That's all I ask. because life is too short, and then when you actually let go and stuff, you're gonna be like, yeah, I've
Okay,
done all
so-
that. But anyway, I was gonna say what my question was after you're done. But go ahead.
Go ahead and ask a question real quick.
Oh, I was gonna say, what do y'all think is the most romantical thing that you can give to your girl? Not to your girl, but
The most
what you can do.
romantical.
I'm feeling romantical.
Literally.
Tell her to come kiss you on your hot mouth and tell her that you're feeling romantical.
Yeah, that's the prison joke. But no, for real, what do you think is romantic in your setting? Because I'm a gentleman. I like a different.
Me too. I just like to ram it right in her butt. That's
Yeah.
pretty romantic.
That's
I'm a
romantic.
gentleman. I like to shove it right in their ass.
But it's
no
just-
courtesy spit nothing.
yeah,
and
it's
it-
fucking dry,
But if you could give me any tips, because like I would give y'all tips.
Can I, Micah? Can
But
I
anyway.
ask you a question?
Yeah, go ahead.
You're gonna ask me for romantical tips. You're gonna ask fucking Mr. Von
Toby.
Doom over here for romantic tips.
Yes.
I'm sorry. I've dated almost every woman on the entire planet, and guys, Toby's had like 4 girlfriends.
Hey, I have dated more than that. Thank you.
Yeah,
But-
okay, but
But I know that y'all have y'all's own setting of romantical. So I would
Look,
love
I
to
think
hear.
it's going to be different from relationship to relationship. Like certain people are going to like certain things. Like some people will get this like fairy tale in their head of like, you're taking me on a picnic. This is so romantic. And then there's going to be some other people that are like, dude, you took my car to the car wash and cleaned it and washed it. That was fucking sweet. And that's
and then there's
But-
some girls that'll drop their panties for just fucking sitting next to them while watching a movie.
But that,
Right.
doing nothing.
just holding hands and watching a movie, or like laying your head in their lap, or they lay their head. Like romance is just it's
It's listen. Here, this is my advice.
yeah.
Figure out what she likes. Like hint towards things.
well, you don't even look.
Nah, well, I mean,
Toby, go ahead, Toby. Go ahead.
I feel like there's the fake like stereotypical romance of, like I said, bringing flowers home and going on a picnic. Like there's that kind of stuff, but then there's the romance of like, I did all the laundry, I did all the dishes, the kids are taken care of, they have baths. I know that doesn't seem like it, but like when you're older, that kind of stuff goes a long way.
Yeah.
Like I said, just cleaning. Sorry, I had to move the mic. Like cleaning someone's car out. Like I've done that before, and like that was the biggest, like sweetest gesture. And I wasn't trying to be sweet though. You were just like, it's the fact that you're thinking of them and you're trying to do something special for them.
exactly.
And I feel like that's what real romance is. This fucking bullshit of like, we're having a candlelit dinner. Like, yeah, that's a
That's a cliche. for
it's a
sure.
cliche
Cliche, yeah.
romance.
yeah.
I think the real romance and the real like things like that come with like,
Oh, I just had a long day at work. Rub my feet. Oh, it's that. Thank you. Oh, I mean, you can even draw them a fucking bath with salts and stuff.
and
like-
that's so one thing I used to do with an ex was like, she would go take a bath and like I would sit in the floor and just talk to her, like, and I remember being told like, it's, you always come in here and just sit with me, like that's super sweet. And like, I never thought anything of it because I wasn't trying to be sweet. I was just like, we haven't caught up all day, we've both been working or whatever it may be. And usually that's like, when you have alone time and you're just talking or whatever, and like, plus I got to see wet soapy boobs, so like,
Hey,
like
win-win.
it was pervy, but like I wasn't like sitting there just gawking and like I'm sitting there like I might be clipping my fingernails and talking or scrolling on my phone, but we're just sitting there bullshitting.
Exactly.
I think personally, I would rather have. I would like the movie. We're sitting. We've gotten all our stuff done that we need to do today. We've had a hard day at work. You know what? Let's just sit down and watch a movie. Or hey, the laundry. Like I don't enjoy. Like if I could pick a, like I don't want to say a fucking favor because then it's like but I'd rather take that kind of love than a flowers or a nice watch or like I'm not a material lover. Like,
Yeah,
I don't
exactly.
like material.
Well, I think that's the problem. Sorry, I know you're about to say something,
Oh,
but like
go
I think the problem is we've all seen too many movies to where it's like, oh, I'm only being sweet if I'm slow dancing with you to something and in the moonlight, like you get real corny real quick, and that's fine. Some people are totally into that, and I'm not shitting on that completely. I'm just saying, like, I don't feel like that's a real romance. I feel like that's something you saw and you were like, oh, I
That's
should
romantic.
have that. I think you slowly start to find the real romance of, like, oh, she cooked me dinner, or I cooked her dinner, and like but I do start to think that once you've been in a relationship and you start having these things happen over and over, it devalues the romance issue. So now it's just me sitting in the bathroom. I've done this 100 times. It's lost its, like, romance. It's not as sweet anymore, and I think that's why, like, relationships start to fizzle out and they lose their flame, because
It becomes a steady thing that happens all the time.
It's just because this is the norm. Like, yeah, I cook dinner. You cook dinner all the time. What's new? Like, it doesn't have the same flame anymore. And I think that we just get used to it and we expect it. Like, well, oh, you cleaned my car? This is a real situation. The car cleaning thing, I actually did that. And it was like the biggest gesture ever. And I don't know why that was such a big, like, romantic, sweet gesture. And then, like, a year or two later, we were fighting, and she was like, you don't even clean my car anymore. And I was like, bitch, what are you talking about? Like, because she got used to it, and she was, like, expecting it. So it was no longer a sweet thing. It was just expected of me.
Yeah.
So you got to watch out for that, too.
That is true. I was gonna say, personally, if I had a romantical gesture,
I like that you keep saying romantical.
Feeling
romantical.
Romantical.
You gotta love it, especially from the black person.
You know what? Look, listen. He talked about ocean and legend. All I could think about was he is legend and Oceano. Now he's talking about romantical, and all I could think about is that fucking I'm feeling romantical. Come over here and kiss me on my hot mouth. Like, everything is pop culture at this point.
Yeah, for real. But I think, and this is just me. I just want this to happen once. I'm not just in anything.
Anal.
Yes, I'm kidding.
Listen.
No. Hold on. Let me finish.
That's the only romance I see.
Listen, Toby. We've been bullshitting with this man for like the past 35 minutes. Let's get him. Let's let him have a word out.
So I was saying, I think going to the mountains. Low key, I feel like.
Never mind. He was like, "Yeah, what's it? What do you think is romantical? I don't
Hold
know.
up.
Fucking, we're stupid."
But he likes nature and stuff. So, like,
Yeah, I love nature.
Okay, I'm gonna
so
let you
being
continue.
in somewhere that he really
In
enjoys with someone that he really enjoys their company with, that's something he finds like, damn, this seems like it'd be fucking perfect.
Yeah. And I think walking through the mountains, like, you could just walk and see the mountains and shit. You could literally bullshit around. I think that's a win-win.
Do you know what I think? I've come
And
up
it's
with this conclusion.
it's not like me going to picnic. I'm not asking for all that shit. We just want a genuine time hanging out with each other.
And you know what? Yeah, because anytime you try to make something romantic, it's just like,
It's like, it's too much.
Well, and that's what I'm saying about, like, having a picnic, having a candlelit dinner, dancing in front of the moonlight. I don't know. The stereotype stuff, that seems really forced. It doesn't feel real. It doesn't
Right.
feel... But then it's
there's pressure.
expected. Yeah, it's,
But there's pressure behind it. Like, oh, I've got to make this perfect. That's the thing. Love is and I'm one to talk, but love is something that you find in each other. Like, people are like, oh, I love watching the sunset with you, you know, blah, blah, blah. I mean, you don't know those things unless you know, because like you're saying, there's stereotypical love, like, oh, we went to Paris and got baguettes together, or whatever the fuck it is. That's not something you do with somebody. You know, like, I don't know. I personally think my love language is quite literally just making fun of her. That's it. That is my love language. And then there are those nice things I do with her for her, like I make her food, I do her laundry, all these other things. And I've realized, like, because like coming home, it's just like, oh fuck, thank you. You know, I say we're adults now. We're fucking piss poor adults, but you know, things get harder when you realize how the real world works. You know, fucking, you got to do your own laundry, blah blah blah. You've got to pay rent, all these other things.
the rent comes up every month. The bills come up every month, and it just sucks.
And then you bullshit and spend more money on unnecessary shit.
Yep. And then your heater goes out, and you have to pay $900 to get it fixed.
I wonder.
That may be Mike's fault. We don't know.
Thumper.
May or may not be.
Thumper thumped the fucking AC and is gonna get thumped.
Yeah, pretty hard.
Butt thumped.
Butt thumped. We're gonna fucking.
He's just gonna thump his butthole.
Good boy. Good job.
Oh gosh. But yeah, I think not to like put it back on to me.
Hurry up.
I feel like if you were gonna enjoy a family, I feel like it has to come down to, because this is what my family thinks, and this is just because I haven't talked to them in a while, and they're very different compared to me. They literally say family comes first, and
Especially in adult films.
yeah, I hear that.
Sister comes first.
You know, I'm really uncomfortable right now. You were like, stepsister comes first, and then fucking Scully is right here. And
Scully
she's
the
just-
dog.
Scully the dog
Dog.
is just fucking. I'm very uncomfortable.
Oh
just
my-
if you
She's
know,
not
you
a
know.
step animal.
You just layer,
She's just the dog. What do
but
Just rubbing her coochie on the ground.
you leave my dog alone.
but I feel like this is just me. I feel like family, it depends. I'm just gonna say, friends, you will always ride or die with because you will always get to know them. And at the end of the day, they're not gonna have you like any like. I know Useless over here. He's a piece of shit
Yeah,
of
mama.
all time, but like. I love that man. I would die for that man,
Well,
for
see,
real.
So here's another thing about like the family comes first. Like you should always, look out for family. I think that's such an outdated thing, and that's a bullshit excuse to let shitty family members keep treating everyone like shit.
Like, Toby, I love you, bro, but if I found somewhere else to live, I'd go and I'd hope for the best for you. I assume if you weren't in the same position, you would do the same thing for me. Like,
Well,
you
yeah.
want to help me out, but you also want to succeed too in life.
Well, this you're saying something else than what I was saying. So what I was gonna say is like, and this happens to women a lot, unfortunately. Like a creepy uncle is doing something weird. Like you can't just brush it off and be like, oh, but it's family. No, if someone is not treating your family right, fuck them. I don't care how close you are. I've got family that I don't talk to, and it's not like it can be a political thing. It can be they did something and you just don't want to talk to them anymore, or you were treated wrongly when you were a kid. Like it's not fair, and I think treat your family. You forgive your family. No, you don't have to. Look. You're born into that family. You don't have to like anyone in your family. You can.
I think we've definitely come back in for a full circle. Like Gibson may not be your blood, but that's your
Yeah.
child.
Yeah.
My biological father might not be in the picture, but my stepdad is my father at the same day.
Yeah.
Like me and Micah
Or
Thumper.
my family here is technically my family.
Yeah, like
it's different all ways around, but at the same time, if you love somebody that much to put effort and want to hang out with them and putting effort in knowing that you take care of them, I feel like automatically that should be family.
Yeah.
Now,
I agree.
I will put a small caveat on everything because I had some really tight friends I was really close with, and growing up, like we were, everyone has their tight friend group or whatever in high school and whatnot, and even beyond. But a lot of those people I don't talk to anymore, and
Same.
it's not that I don't still love those people. Like, yeah, we may have had differences. There may have been something that happened to them. I wish them all the best. Even the people that like I was enemies with by the end of like our friendship, like to this now, like I hope anything the best for them. But the thing is, like with friends, and it may happen to you guys, and I think this is something that doesn't ever get explained to like younger folk, like. You're gonna have kids. Thumper's gonna have girlfriend. He may want to move in with this girlfriend. Y'all might grow apart, but that doesn't mean that you can't be like, I love that dude with all my heart.
And you know
Damn
what? I
right.
can definitely have an example. I can give you 3 examples. I used to all throughout high school. I used to hang out with this. I'm not gonna use his name. We're gonna call him Kyle. But me and Kyle used to hang out every fucking day, all the time. There's not a day that you didn't see us together. One day, he got his shit together. He moved out. He got a girlfriend. He was trying to straighten up his life, and we don't see each other as often anymore.
Right.
He still comes over, and if you know who I'm talking about, you know who I'm talking about. We've had falling outs. We've rekindled.
And that's gonna happen all your life. But never hold it against someone
No, definitely not.
if they've got their shit together, or they're like there was a time where I didn't talk to any of my friends for like 8 years because of my last long-term relationship. And it wasn't that I didn't want to hang out with them. It's that I was, I didn't have time to. I was raising kids, and I think people don't put that into perspective of like, oh, you have a job, you have kids, you want to spend time with your significant other, you want to do your hobbies, and then that leaves just a little bit of time for maybe that you'll get to see your friends, but that's sometimes not enough for them because they're like, why are you always ditching me? No, dude, like if you look at a pie chart, I'm sorry you get the smallest sliver, but this is how it's got to be because I'm raising a family. Now, you should have time for you and your friends. Like, but like, it's a really hard balancing act once you get older.
And you know what? And that's a very loaded question for me to answer when you say it like that. Like, I think if they're really your friends, they'll understand. Simple as that.
Exactly.
One of my best friends in the world, we dated and stuff even at one point. We don't talk, but maybe once a week, maybe even sometimes once a month. And in fact, we didn't talk for years because, she was an ex, even though we're just good friends at this point. And like, anytime we do get to talk, we will, if we don't stop ourselves, we'll be on the phone for 4 or 5 hours just bullshitting about nothing and everything and catching up and being like, did you see this movie? And then we're like, oh, shit, we need to say goodbye. Like, because we're just friends and you get to catch up with them, and she gets it. And like, she'll be on the phone and yelling at her kids, and she'll be like, I'm so sorry. And I'm like, dude, I get it. I understand you have kids. You got to be mom first. Like, put me on the back burner. That's fine. Deal with them, and then we'll talk more or whatever.
Low key.
I
was going to say, low key, it's sad, but it's just like,
life moves on, bro.
It's like, wow, like, you put more in perspective. Like over time, you just lose that, and then you're like, yeah, it's actually good, but like at the same time, it's like that you have to grow up and things just go by. And that's what's sad about life, but also good.
So like, I've had to drop a lot of my friends because, and like, I wish I could talk to these people, but I'm glad that they're gone. Like, like I say that very respectfully.
I get it.
Like,
sorry.
Like in the moment, I was pissed off. Like, fuck you, I want to talk to so and so, and then a little ways goes down, and I'm like, that was actually a really good thing that happened. Like, I've got, I'm like I said, I'm not going to name names, but there was somebody that I used to hang out with who's making really bad decisions. He was getting in trouble with the law, and then I was like, I have kids, man. I can't do this anymore.
Can't do
that. And I wish the best for him, but I can't be associated with him. Like, I have a friend currently. I say currently, we don't talk anymore. He got really bad on drugs, really, really bad, and we knew the time was going to come because he wasn't exactly tweaking at this point, but he was getting bad on drugs, and we could see it happening. And to this day, he now has 5 extra drug charges, and I just I see him all the time.
Yeah, you don't want to be associated with that.
Like, I see him all the time, and I just want to be like, hey man, how are you doing? I hope things are good, but it's like I can't because I know what that'll do, and I think that's the hardest thing about growing up is watching those friends.
Yeah.
One of the best things and worst things is Facebook, because you can still have like your hand reached out, like, hey, I want to see you succeed. I've got friends that I've watched their kids grow up through Facebook, and I've never met them, but they were some of my best friends that like I've seen their dicks. Like,
Exactly.
I've done like stupid things with these assholes, and they, I would have never thought they're raising kids, but they are, and they seem happy. They're married. They're whatever they are, but they seem happy. And, they've changed a lot. I don't think we would have the same views on a lot of things anymore, but I love them to death, and I'm happy as hell for them. Do I want to hang out with them? Not really. Like, they've just changed so much.
You know what? Sorry to interrupt. There's another thing. When I see people, and I'm guilty of it, I've been fuck this person, and then I realize, they were your best friend, they were a stranger, and then they were your enemy. You know what I'm saying? Like, you have to love someone to hate them. There is no way anybody can change my mind about it. And there are select people that's like, fuck you, your views
I
are
never
trash.
loved you, and I'd hate you.
Fuck you, kill yourself, you're a bitch. But I don't know, I think you've got to love somebody before you have any hate towards them. You've got to be ambitious to what they are, or there's just always some sort of I want that or I love that about this person before you're like, fuck them. And here's the thing, I've never thought I'd look at this since I've grown up or anything, but I don't know. I don't think hating someone is worth it anymore.
Yeah, real shit. I like that. Oh hell, bro! I'm gonna be honest with you.
We both see him with the microphone.
But I want to say I want.
Shut up, Damien's talking.
Fuck you. I was gonna say that I totally get that because they're like I'm not trying to get emotional. Fuck the emotional
This
shit.
motherfucker's crying.
Bro, I literally no, but real shit. I hated people for so damn long. I literally was like, I can't no more.
Like, yeah, there's a lot of
I
people that I
can't.
dislike now, and
It's just like even people that stole from me, any like people
Yeah.
that screwed me over. I'm just like,
I wish you, I
no,
wish
I'm
you
done.
nothing but the best. If you
exactly.
had, if you had,
I just like love. I'm like,
if
Yep.
you had enough intentions to hurt me and harm me anyway, I wish you the best in life.
yeah,
What is
Just be
Damien?
positive.
Yeah, just be
Yeah.
positive.
it's all about perspective. But anyway, go ahead, Damien.
Daddy, I'm tired. I need to go to bed because this is going way too fucking long.
Hey, watch your fucking mouth.
I'm sorry, Daddy. I'm sorry.
Okay,
Yeah.
we
See how cute I am? I'm sorry.
we're gonna cut this short because this little fucking twerp is deciding. he needs
Short.
to go
This
to
has
sleep.
been an hour, dog.
Fuck you. Anyways, I gotta go put Damien to bed. This has been Super Talk Bros.
Yeah, go to badsecretmedia.com. Check out all the podcasts, a part of Bad Secret Media. Go to patreon.com/badsecretmedia. And you can see all the Super Talk Bros episodes up there. There's some that aren't even on the regular feed. If you want to hear some other stuff that's on there.
If you want to be as cool as I am and learn how to, you don't even get to learn. Just listen to me rap.
Yeah,
Do it,
There's
do it,
there's
do
there's a lot of free stuff on the Patreon if you go digging around through it. But there's also stuff if you pay for $1, you can get access to everything. Just $1 to donate to this cause, and it supports all the podcasts underneath the Bad Secret Media flag.
Go ahead and get yourself an allegedly t-shirt on tpublic.com.
Damn right. All right, everyone.
I just want to say goodbye. Good emotional talk.
Hello, is it me you're looking for?
No, I was just passing through.
I can see it in your eyes.
Oh, thank
Daddy,
you.
who sings that?
I don't fucking know.
Then let them sing it.
Later.